Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream with the Hanover Horde, the Hanover Heroes Silver Team. I need to get that swapped over. Let me put the Silver Team up here. Hanover Silver Team is Little Dog 248, that is Abram. XXD Moore, that is Elijah. Barebow Fraggins is Barrett. B-Dubs is Brendan. Paxman is Paxton, and Magic Marker is Parker. So that is our team matchup. We'll do some dojo here interviews here shortly. But in the meantime, stick around. We got a great matchup coming against the Franklin Knights. We won our first match. The Hanover Horde Silver Team won its first matchup today against the Samurai from Triangle. And we're looking to make it 2 for 2 with a win here against the Franklin Knights. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Let's queue up a couple videos, and then we'll get straight into the match play.
In the Overwatch League, the action is fast and frantic. To help you get the most out of your viewing experience, here are 3 things to focus on. First, the objective tracker. Want to know who's winning the map? Start here. The objective tracker shows each team's current score, objective progress, and remaining time available. Teams may start a round using one strategy, but then change it drastically as their remaining time dwindles. Each round ends when the attacking team runs out of time and they don't have any players on the objective. However, if the attackers remain on the objective as time runs out, the round enters overtime. Overtime extends indefinitely until the defenders can clear the objective of all attackers. Second, the unit frames. This is where you can see which heroes each team's players are using and the current status of those heroes. Each team's roster is separated by role. The damage players are on the left, the tank players are in the middle, and the support players are on the right. Eliminated players are grayed out until they respawn. Any status effects like hacks, stuns, or sleeps are also highlighted. The unit frames also show each hero's progress towards earning their ultimates, sometimes referred to as the ult economy. Checking each team's ult economy is a great way to determine which teams will have the advantage in the next team fight. So, look for teams to combo big offensive ultimates for maximum firepower and to save their powerful defensive ultimates to withstand enemy engagements. The unit frames and objective tracker are great places to look before and after fights, but when the action gets heated, keep your eyes on the kill feed. The kill feed shows you when a hero is eliminated and who on the enemy team is responsible. The kill feed also shows how the hero was eliminated. A white arrow signifies a basic attack. A bold arrow signifies a headshot. And if an elimination is scored with an ability, whether basic or ultimate, the kill feed shows that too. In addition to eliminations, the kill feed also shows the destruction of important objects like Torbjorn's turret, anyone that Mercy resurrects, and important ultimates blocked by D.Va's defense matrix. There's a lot of info to process during a game of Overwatch, but by referencing 3 simple parts of the screen, the objective tracker, the unit frames, and the kill feed, you're sure to catch every small moment of every big play.
All right, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little overview of what to look for when you're watching Overwatch. If you're new to Overwatch, hopefully that helps you understand what's happening in the gameplay. It can get a little confusing, so if you're a first-time watcher, don't get too frustrated. As the season progresses, it's really going to get easier for you to understand what's happening each and every time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw it to the dojo. We're going to take a look at who we got playing, let them introduce themselves, and explain who they are playing with.
All right, folks, this is Elijah. What's your gamer tag, buddy?
Trial version.
XXD Moore.
Right, and sweet. Okay, so you're getting ready to play. What position do you play?
Trial version.
Tank.
Tank. Very good. Sweet. All right, let's come over here. This is our boy, Little Dog. Little Dog, man, what position do you
Trial
play?
version.
I play tank.
All right, sweet. Well, and what is your gamer tag?
Support.
Oh no, what's your gamer
Trial
tag?
version.
Magical jump.
Magic marker. Okay, sweet. And then you said it was you play
Trial version.
support. Very good. All right, sweet. We'll come over here to Barebow Fraggins. And what are you playing?
Assault.
Assault. Sweet. Very cool. What is your gamer tag?
Class.
Trial version.
Pax. assassin.
Okay, something similar to that. Very cool. And then what are you playing? Support,
Trial
tank?
version.
Support. All right, very good. What's your gamer tag?
I don't know.
You don't.
Trial
You
version.
guys will learn them, I promise you will. That's okay, no worries. And what are you going to play? Tank, support, DPS.
Trial version.
What character do you typically play?
Trial
Raptor.
version.
Raptor. Okay. All right. Well, hey, I'm going to throw
Trial
it back
version.
right now. Back out to Josh, and we'll get this.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. The kids looked ripe and ready to go in the dojo. We'll work on what positions they're playing, make sure everybody's tracking that. We're all still new to this. This is almost 100% new team. We're fielding here today, so we're excited to see how they do. Let me just text the other coach and let them know we're ready to go, and we will kick right into this match. This is a control match, so if you didn't watch our first match or you're not familiar with Overwatch, the intent is to take control of the central point. And once you take control of that point, your percentage starts to move up from 0 to 100%. If you reach 100%, you win that map. Each map that we play, or you win that point. Each map we play has 3 points on it, so it's the best of 3. If you end up winning the first 2 points in a map, you win the map, and then you get a point for the match. We'll play a total of 3 matches today, best of 3. If we win the first 2, then again, we win the match. So it's best 2 of 3, both within the points within each map, and then if you win a map, you get a point for that. So I hope that makes sense. You'll see it how it progresses. I gave him the go-ahead to get this kicked off and rolling, and we should be jumping into our first map, which is Ilios, here pretty shortly. Again, fairly new team, the Hanover Heroes. We're really excited. We should be getting our jerseys here shortly to join our Hanover Horde teams. Our call sign for the Horde is For the Horde, and our call sign for the Heroes is We Could Be Heroes. So look for those, put those hashtags down when you see and watch our feed, and pick your favorite team. These kids put a lot of work in practicing leading up to this season, and we got a long season ahead. We got 8 weeks of competition coming up. It's Swiss mode, so we will be playing all the teams in the Silver Division across the country. We got teams from North Carolina, teams from California, teams from Wisconsin, teams from Tennessee, so should be a lot of fun today. All right, so here we are jumping into the Ilios map. Here you see the point. So this point is kind of tucked against the back part of the ocean here, so it's really easy to get booped or knocked off the edge. Let's go ahead and zoom up over here to the spawn point of one of the teams. So here you see the spawn point. This is where the one team will come from. And then again, we'll zip back over. There's the control point, so that's where they're trying to get to. And here you see over here is the spawn point for the other team. So they'll assemble here pretty quickly, and we'll take a look at who we got coming out. Looks like the Horde. We've got Reaper. We've got Moira. We've got, looks like we got a Reinhardt. And on the other team, we've got an interesting combination of players. It looks like we got a Wrecking Ball. Sorry, my eyes are a little bad on the screen, so it's hard to see who all they got. But we got a really good matchup of teams coming up. Again, this is our first official scrimmage. We played some scrimmages, some informal scrimmages with some other teams. So we'll kind of see how this plays out. All right, so the point of control, the intent is to get to the control point as quickly as you can. Looks like the Horde did a really good job. Looks like they beat them to the point, even though they're coming on quickly. So a little hard to see down here in the control point. Let's see what's happening down here in the battle. All right, so it looks like we are. Looks like the Franklin Knights did a good job. Taking out the players we did have on point. Looks like we got a Moira that's trying to escape here, but can't quite get away. And we got a Diva there that's staying in the fight, but can't quite. So the Knights did a really good job getting the point, taking the point, pushing us back. So let's see how the Horde mounts up. We got a Reinhardt charging in here. He is all alone, so that's a little bit of a dangerous move. But he's trying to set the tone, be aggressive. Looks like he's doing a good job pulling them away from their point, which is good. If you can pull the team away from their point, allowing your team to sneak into the point, it's a good thing. And it looks like that's exactly what we did. Looks like we had a few players. We got Reaper here on the point trying to be disruptive, but the Franklin Knights were able to repel them. So good job by the Knights. repelling and pushing back. So let's see which way the Horde tries to come in. Looks like we're trying to come down this main thoroughfare again. Looks like we're, and it is being contested, so it looks like we did have somebody sneak in the back here. Reaper, we had a Reaper sneak in, so good job. But it looks like they were taken out pretty quickly. So sometimes sneaking in works out good, but in this case, you really got to master your fires. You really got to come in there strong as a team. The Hanover Heroes really have to start talking to each other and kind of figure out which way they want to come in. Again, we got a Mercy coming in here by herself with the Reaper. So she should be healing him. They did get to the point. They are on the point. The Reaper's trying to stay alive, trying to keep the fight, see if he can stay there long enough for the rest of his team to get in there and fight, but he is taken out. But they did manage to get a Wrecking Ball in there, but didn't last that long. And the Rind is all by himself, and he's probably not going to last long either, and he is taken out. So the Horde made a decent push there, but they definitely got to consolidate. They definitely got to start talking to each other, and everybody really needs to play their roles well. This appears to be a pretty strong Franklin Knights team. So here you see the push. You got the Reaper trying to spawn. Looks like he's going to spawn himself on top of this tower, which is a good position to be in. He can drop in the back side here of the point and try to contest the point. Got stuck behind the tree there. So let's see if he's in there. He is in there. Again, being disruptive, hopefully allowing enough time for that other team. He does execute his ultimate and takes out 4 players, and the rest of the Horde team swaps out the rest. So good job by the Reaper. Did a really good job clearing the space. That's what he is best at, is being disruptive. And then his ultimate is one of the most deadly in the games. If it's well timed, if it catches the team in a tight space, it's extremely effective. So the Horde did a good job holding off the Franklin Knights. They did, and just in time too, because the Franklin Knights were at 99% on the point. So they did exactly what they needed to do when they needed to do it. Looks like the Knights are doing a nice deliberate move here, moving towards the point. Looks like we have a fight on the point here. We got the Reaper in here doing a good job holding him off. Mercy, see if she resurrects the Reaper. Nope, we got a Mercy on Mercy fight here, Battle Mercy, and the Mercy gets taken out. So Franklin did retake the point, and it's overtime. The Horde needs to get to the point and put somebody on point in order to take it, but they do not, and the Franklin Knights take the first map of the Ilios maps. They take the first point, I should say, of the Ilios map. So really good job by the Franklin Knights there. They were really well coordinated. The Heroes did push them back once and did a good job with that. This map's a little bit more different. This is less tight on the point, so more open avenues of approach from both angles. So we'll see how that shakes out. Looks like we've got the same hero combination coming from both teams, both the Knights and the Heroes. So this is the point here you see. Sorry, let me get down. So here you see the point. All right, and here comes the Knights. Again, everybody's going to try to get to the point quickly. Coming up over this ledge is where you see the point. You got a couple avenues of approach, and it looks like the Wrecking Ball did a good job being the first one to the point. The Heroes need to be a little bit careful with that Wrecking Ball setting down there. All right, we got the Reaper working around the right side. And looks like we're trying to set up. Looks like we tried to take the right flanking maneuver up on top, but they repelled our initial attack. We got Reinhardt all alone back here. See what he's up to and doing. He is taking on this Wrecking Ball down here, and he quickly gets taken out. So we got Moira coming in here. So the Horde's done a good job trying to contest the point, but looks like the Knights are kind of doing a good job keeping us from assembling, keeping us from amassing our fires. The Heroes just need to back off a little bit. Here you see McCree coming around the edge, trying to rain down fires, but he's quickly taken out. He just didn't have the support he needed when he run in there. So Heroes definitely have to get together, start playing as a team. Here we have Reinhardt. And we got a Mercy out front. That Mercy needs to get back. She's not going to last long in a fight like that. So, like I said, a lot of these players are new. A lot of these players haven't played much, and they haven't really played together that much until this point outside of practices. So you can see live gameplay is very different. All right, so the Knights have a 34% advantage to 0 with the Heroes. Let's see if the Heroes can get it together this time. So it looks like they're looking to work up the left side. So really good job talking and getting together. That's how this game is played and won, is good communication, good coordination. We got a Mercy out front, though. We definitely got to wait for your team. That Mercy needs to kind of hide behind those tanks, energize the tanks, protect the tanks. All right, we got a Reinhardt down in the middle. He gets taken out, unfortunately, pretty quickly. It looks like we switch over. We got a Winston now. Winston, he's a dive tank, so he can kind of jump in there and be really disruptive. But again, he gets taken out pretty quickly. So the heroes, again, need to reassemble 70%. So we probably got enough time for one good push. Looks like we've switched over to a Bastion. But again, that Bastion needs support. That Bastion shouldn't go anywhere without a Mercy or a Moira or some kind of support behind him to protect him, because he is super vulnerable when he's out there in the open. So Horde definitely needs to make a good push. We do have our Reaper down there, but again, he's taken out. We're going in one by one, which just doesn't work in Overwatch. This is a team sport. Everybody needs to play as a team. Everybody really needs to understand their role. And we got the Reinhardt in there doing their best to be disruptive, but it just doesn't happen. And the Franklin Knights win the first map. They got both points, so let's go ahead and give them a point on the board. Congratulations to the Franklin Knights. Really good job doing that there. So let's go ahead and zip over here to award them a point. And you can see their Reaper, that's actually our Reaper. Did a good job just taking out, again, quadruple kill. Excellent job there with that. But the Knights go up 1-0 on us, and we will work into our next match. We'll be back here shortly. Just enjoy this little break, and we'll come back to the action with our second map here in a couple minutes. Hello everybody, my name is Josh, and I want to introduce you to two clubs we're offering here at Code Ninjas Hanover. They're Minecraft Club and Roblox Club. If you have a Minecraft or Roblox fanatic in your house and they're between 7 to 14 years old, get them enrolled in these clubs. They're going to have a really good time. These clubs run on Mondays. Minecraft Club runs 5:30 to 6:30, and Roblox Club runs 6:30 to 7:30. And they're going to teach your kids how to develop games within Minecraft and Roblox. Minecraft uses a software called mCreator, which we'll teach them how to use. And it builds mod packs so they can develop their own Galacticraft, their own Spider-Man version of Minecraft. Really, the sky's the limit as creative as they want to get with mCreator. Roblox uses Roblox Studio, which is a great 3D game development environment. It also teaches them how to work in 3D design and understanding the physics of working in a 3D game development environment. So both softwares are great. The other added benefit of this is that kids will be able to take this software home and install on their own computer. So it's not just the 1 hour a week they'll be able to work here. They'll be able to continue to work on what they learned at home. Each one of these clubs is $89 a month, or if you sign up for both and you want them here for the 2 consecutive hours for the club, it's $159 a month. So a little bit of cost savings there. So these slots are expected to fill up quickly. We have just a few left, so if you want to get them enrolled, get them enrolled. The clubs start in October, and we look forward to seeing your ninjas here at the center. All right, welcome back. We're just getting set up for the next match. We got a coach in here that's coaching them up.
Run right into the point and try and take the point by yourself.
Version.
Okay? If you try to take the point by yourself, things are going to get
Trial
bad.
version.
Okay?
All right, so we got the coach there doing a good job coaching them up, trying to keep their heads up. We believe in a positive coaching environment here to keep the kids pepped up, to fill their tanks, to make sure that they're not getting down on themselves. That's part of what we teach here is competition and learning to be resilient with competition. So good job, Coach Jeff, coaching them up, and we'll be right back here shortly, hopefully moving right into the gameplay. All right, we are back. Back to live action. We're moving into Lijiang Towers now. Coach gave the team a really good pep talk and gave them a lot of good advice. So here you see the point. Again, this is kind of a tight point like we battled in our first map within Ilios. We'll kind of spin over here, go over to the spawn point. I don't think I can get around that way. I'm going to have to go down through these corridors to get to the spawn points. All right, so here you see the spawn point for the one team. Let's zip on over to the spawn point of the other team. And here you see the spawn point. So if you're rooting for a team, the Franklin Knights are blue, and the Hanover Heroes are in red. So if nothing else, root for the red players if you're a Hanover Heroes fan. So we're going to attack same as last time. The point is control. The intent is to get to the control point as quickly as you can, establish control of that point, and fend off the opposing team as best as you can. So let's take a look, see if the Horde can get there quickly, establish a good defensive position, and be disciplined in taking out the enemy. Looks like the Knights may be the first one, but we do have a Reaper sneaking into the point, doing a good job. Good job, Reaper. Good job, Diva. I think that's Barrett. We got a McCree coming in. He takes a couple shots, and we'll see how this fight pans out. So it looks like pretty evenly matched. Looks like the Knights might have the slight advantage at this point, and they do. They take out we still got a Reaper in there in the fight, being super disruptive, but he's all alone. Looks like he's going to fall back, finding good hide position. Oh, he does get taken out there at the end. So the Horde need to line back up, do a good job getting back together. Looks like we got a Reinhardt coming in here. He's quickly taken out. Again, the Heroes have to get together. The Knights have started taking possession of the point. They're at 12, 15%. All right, so it looks like the the Heroes are trying to set up for a good push. Looks like we got the Reaper pushing in. We got Morio running over this way. They're trying to get a good position. I like what they're doing. Now the Knights are doing a good job holding back at the point and then pushing out. But they did leave the point unoccupied. Looks like someone from the Heroes did sneak in, but they quickly took them out as well. All right, so let's go take a look here. Here we got Reinhardt, and we got Reaper. And it looks like we got Devo on the point. Let's take a look at the action in here. All right, still, again, the Reaper's trying to be disruptive, but the Franklin Knights are just playing a really good, disciplined game. They're not ranging too far out. They are having their damage players go out and meet the Heroes, and then they're quickly falling back to their defensive positions. So the Knights are definitely a quality team here. They definitely have some really good quality players. Again, our Reaper gets in there, but he doesn't have anybody else to support him. So that tactic can work if you have your follow-on forces quickly following behind in order to take the point. But unfortunately, our follow-on forces are just a little bit too slow. We need to time those kind of attacks up a little bit better. So here we see a massing. We got the Diva coming in here, but quickly the Wrecking Ball denies that, and that Diva is quickly taken out. She survives to hopefully regenerate her robot. And you can see the Reaper there trying to transport. We got the Reinhardt coming around the edge here. So let's see what's actions happening on the point. Still got the Reaper being trying to be disruptive. You need to at this point. It's 99%. So you got to get on the point. The Heroes have to get to the point, or else the Knights are going to win the map, which they do. So again, good job by the Franklin Knights. They appear to be a really quality, competitive team in this Silver League. So they are going to be obviously a team we're going to face and have trouble with in the future, because they are really putting up a really solid fight. All right, here you see map 2. Here you see the control point. It's tight inside here, but there are a lot of angles to attack from. Here you see, again, the blue team is the Franklin Knights. The red team is the Hanover Heroes. So, again, if you're rooting for the Hanover Heroes and you're still trying to figure out what all is going on here, root for the red team. That's who we're rooting for. So let's see how quickly they get to the point. Looks like we've got a similar matchup. So we got the Reinhardt here charging in, trying to get to that point quickly. The Franklin Knights look like they're rolling in, but they look like a little bit more tightly concentrated together. Let's see if we can stave off this push and hold the point this time. Franklin Knights are done a good job massing their fires and staying together. We look a little bit like we're a little bit on our own out there, right? We don't look like a whole team. We got a Winston in there now, but he's quickly taken out. And the Knights secure the point and start earning percentage towards the win. Looks like we had a Moira out there all by herself. So let's see see if the Heroes can kind of start to mass our fires. And definitely not knocking on our boys. This is the first time this team's really faced another team competitively. So there's a lot going on. They're learning. There's a lot of communication going on in there. So let's see how we do here. So you got the Reinhardt charging in here. We do have his support elements right behind him. So good job, support, being there with your Reinhardt. If he's keeps getting charged up, he is hard to deal with. So support's done a good job following their tanks around, following their damage assets around. But the Knights quickly rebound and get their players back in there. We got a Reaper in here. He's trying to be disruptive, buying time for the team to get back in there. Here comes Winston. So Winston's in there. Again, he really needs that support element with him. So looks like the Heroes are doing a good job waiting, but looks like the Knights are coming after them. So they need to be careful not to push too far forward. Unless they have their support elements. And then you see there are some mines laid out here by the Wrecking Ball, so the Heroes need to make sure they don't run into those and incur outstanding damage. So looks like we might be taking the same tactic. Looks like the Heroes have a Bastion now. So let's see how the Bastion does. See if we can set him up in a good strategic position but they come right after the Bastion with the Wrecking Ball, as they should, and the Bastion's quickly taken out. So you really need to protect your Bastion if you're going to use him. If he gets out there in the fight, he's pretty vulnerable. And it looks like the Knights are going to take it to our spawn point. If they do that, that's a really good opportunity for us to try to flank. It is overtime, so we got to get to the point quickly. Looks like we do have somebody on the point holding overtime. We had the Reaper take out 4 of the Franklin Knights. So excellent job, Reaper. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the follow-on forces got there quick enough before he was taken out. And that will be the conclusion of that map. So good job by the Franklin Knights. They did a really good job. Let's see who player of the game is. Player of the game is our Hanover Horde number 4. That is Barebow Fraggins. So Barrett with a good job taking 1. And this was right at the end of the match. We just caught the end of the match. 1, 2, 3, quadruple kill, taking out the Knights. But they had their other players there to rebound, take him out, and we just couldn't make the final push. So excellent job for the Franklin Knights. They will have won that match. But I think we're going to continue playing. We're going to take a short break and then come right back, and we'll play another match for fun. Like I said, that would have been a win for the Franklin Knights, taking 2 of the 3 matches, and we'll credit them with the score on that. But we'll go ahead and play some more match, give these boys some more experience, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked right now. Dad, all right, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, battle.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move
that Mercy does. So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve, and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boopsiva!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Move in. Now. Push in. We don't have to. Good game. Good.
All right, and we are back. We are getting ready for our third match with the Franklin Knights. The Franklin Knights are from Nashville. We played the Nomads last season from Nashville. Really a good team. They definitely generate a lot of good esports athletes down there. And we're happy to take them on. Jeff James and his coaches just do a really good job putting teams together. We enjoy playing them each time because we know they're going to bring it to the fight. All right, so we are playing Nepal. So Nepal is a really interesting map. Nepal is a map that we play. Each point that we play, we climb and ascend up to the next layer of this mountain peak that we are battling on here. Again, here you see the spawn point for the one team. Let's zip on over to the spawn team for the other team. All right, here you see it. So this map has a lot of really good choke points. You can see these little corridors that you kind of go down through to get over here to the point. So if the team can establish control of the point, obviously they've got a lot of opportunities to really pin them down. So hopefully the heroes will do a good job this time. We just Coach Jeff did a really good job pepping them up, filling their tanks back up, making sure that they're not too down on themselves, and they seem to be okay. That's, again, this is competitive esports, resiliency, the ability to learn from mistakes and work as a team are really critical elements that we like to teach here at XP League. So here you see we had Reinhardt get here, but the Franklin Knights were already kind of set up. But we are doing a good job staying together. I like this formation. It is a head-on attack, which is a little bit risky, but we did a good job moving up and supporting each other. So every little advancement we make as a team is improvement we can carry into next week. So we do have a wrecking ball over here that's trying to hold to the fight. Sometimes you just got to back off and reset yourself. Looks like he's going to fall off the edge, which sometimes is a good idea because it lets you respawn, sync up with your team, and push forward for the next fight. So let's see who we got coming in here. We got Moira up here, but she's too far forward. That Moira's got to stay back a little bit. Moira and Mercy They got to kind of find a good hide position and support your team. Looks like the Knights are doing a good job just staying on the point and pushing us through this choke point. So I think we definitely have to find an alternate avenue of approach. This is a little restrictive. They're becoming a little bit too accustomed to us coming in this way, and they're really figuring out a good way to set up defensive. So I think going either left or right flank through these corridors and on the backside might be the better approach. So we'll see if we adjust our plan. That's a big thing that more experienced teams start to learn after a while, that the younger teams don't, is to kind of adjust the plan and try something new that you haven't done before. So here you see some mines. So the wrecking ball for the Knights came forward, put some mines down, and they are being effective. Took out our Reaper. So good placement of those mines. I'm a former engineer, so mine warfare and mobility, counter mobility operations, really important to the battlefield. All right, so again, looks like the Knights keep kind of pushing forward a little more and a little more each time, kind of meeting us at the fight. So we definitely have to, hopefully the team's in there talking, say, hey, let's try something else. Let's go left flank. Let's go right flank. So here they come. Looks like we're going to the right side. Hopefully we go down these right corridors. Looks like we switched over. And Moira's using her ultimate, and they secure the points. So the Franklin Knights, definitely a team to be reckoned with. Definitely a really solid team. Given our Hanover Heroes a really challenging fight to go up against. So let's go up to the next level of Nepal. Here you see the point. As you can see, we're up the level of the mountain now in one of the temples. This is a really dangerous area. You can easily be booped or knocked off of if they've got a Lucio or somebody else that can knock you off the edge. So definitely you got to be cognizant of where you're at on that point when you get here. You can see a lot of tight corridors to get to the spawn areas. So here you see the spawn area for the Franklin Knights. And let's zip on over here, see if we can get to the Hanover Horde one, see who we got coming out. Got a little bit. I got to get down through that door. All right, so here comes the Horde, or the Heroes. Looks like they're going to the left side this time. And the Diva does a good job getting to the point before they do, but he's quickly knocked back. He's got to be worried about the edge. He gets taken up to the ground and slammed down and taken out. Excellent job, excellent play by the Franklin Knights to take the point and to push back the initial surge. Wrecking Ball, he's done a good job pushing forward and taking the fight to the Hanover Heroes. It could be a good time for the Heroes to get to the point and take it over because it is completely uninhabited at this point, but you can see the Knights quickly working their way back to the point, setting up for the next fight. Let's go ahead and jump in on some of these characters. So let's jump over the Horde or the Heroes characters. All right, here you see the fight at the point, but she's quickly taken out. Here's our Mercy. All right, he's got Brigitte, and she gets stunned. Let's see who we still got to fight. And here's our Diva. She is without her tank. She takes out a Franklin Knight player and done a good job. All right, let's see. Oh, and she is taken out. So let's follow our Reaper, and he is taken out by the Wrecking Ball. So unfortunately, it's been a rough series of events for the Hanover Horde, or the Hanover Heroes. Let's jump to somebody else. Who else we got here? All right, here's our Mercy. Let's take a Mercy. Mercy is a support character. So she's one of the characters that provides health and healing. She does have some combat capability, but really very little when it comes to taking on the enemy right on. She's pretty much needs to be staying with her tanks and healing them as they need the help. And if she's engaged in direct combat, she can shoot back, but she's typically not super capable. So she really needs to position herself strategically so she's not taken out so easily. Here you see our Wrecking Ball, and he's quickly eliminated. So again, we got a very young team that's really working hard on starting to learn how to play together. So let's take a look back at the battlefield as a whole. Again, more mines. Their Wrecking Ball's doing a good job strategically placing mines, and the Franklin Knights take the map again. So we'll go in there, coach the kids up again. We'll see how much time we have left. That might be it for today's matches. We definitely want some time to kind of debrief these kids and kind of talk them and coach them up and running back through some of the stuff we saw today. So we'll leave you with a quick commercial break. There you see their Wrecking Ball was the player of the game. Did a really good job. That Wrecking Ball was really effective at pushing forward, preventing us from really pushing onto the objective at all. So good job by the Hanover Heroes today. They put up a heck of a fight. They really did put up a good effort. It's their first match that we've played formally. This is our scrimmage though, so the game doesn't count. We've got a lot of learning and work to do going into the next round. So we're going to coach these kids up. We'll come right back to kind of wrap up the matches, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Whoa, look at this. What? Oh, wow.
All right, thanks everybody for watching our stream today. We had a really good time. Again, good job to both our silver teams, the Hanover Horde and the Hanover Heroes. Both of them put up a fight. We're really proud of these teams. Follow us on future matches with the XP League. Thanks everybody.